Locos. This is OG Loco out here with OG Locos Dirt Roads Miss Bingo. I'm hunting the river. This is the first time I have her hunting behind my house. Getting some hunting training on her and letting her hunt. She's been sniffing out scent trails. We got raccoon, deer, nutria down here, and a couple spots she's been rolling in it. So that tells me that something here. So we have raccoon scat here. You can tell raccoon scat's white, has the bone in it, and the shellfish. And this is everything I want her to do is get used to these scents. We probably have raccoon up in this blackberry. They tend to sleep in the blackberry during the day so predators can't get them. And they'll come out around dusk, start hunting the river. You'll get muskrat, nutria, raccoon. There's a ton of deer tracks down here. The deer all come down here to drink. And we're also looking for mountain lion tracks because the mountain lions will follow the deer. She smells something. I'm not sure what it is. There's something in that bush. She's picking up a scent. But basically the pit bull is a good catch dog. So you really need like a terrier, like a Jag Terrier or a Patterdale or a Jack Russell that has a great nose and I can get in these bushes and find the sleeping raccoon or nutria and flush them out, and then the bulldog will catch them. But this is just training for Bingo. She's my 50-50 red boy, whole family red. First time I have her hunting on the river. Trying to just get her exposed to the terrain, to the scents. Get her used to the water. Come out here in the middle of the night. Just a knife or a machete, 2 bulldogs, and see what we can catch. But right now we're just training. You can see a ton of tracks all over the place. These are raccoon and deer. These are actually deer tracks. See, there's a slide. So a slide is what you look for are nutria slides. They'll come down and they slide down the river. You also look for grass that they're grazing on. Hunt, hunt, girl, good girl. Hunt. I'm pretty sure there's a trail up here. I'm pretty sure that's a game trail that comes down to the river. So I'll just let her fill out the terrain, get her used to hunting, down here. So she's picking up scents. A lot of these animals, they scent mark, and that's what I want her to pick the scent. Get used to the water. So the last year and a half, I've been bringing her along, training her, working her on the tug, working her on a flirt pole, kicking in her prey drive. She's already turned on, so she's a full-on bulldog now. And she'll hit anything that she sees. Now she has to find it. So this is the next step of training, is getting her to flush it out so we can catch. So at this level of training, I just let the dogs be themselves. I just let them explore. She's hunting. I think next time I bring her, I'm gonna bring her with OG Scooby, who's an older dog. He's her grandfather, accomplished hunting dog, and she'll follow his lead. But I wanted to give her some one-on-one training today. She's doing exactly what I want her to do. She's taking initiative. She's looking. Yeah, this is my backyard. This is where I hunt. There she goes. That's what I want her to do. Get used to going in the water. The raccoon and nutria, they'll go in the water. She has to be willing to go after them. Good girl. Yeah, her confidence is getting up. She's looking. Good girl. Now she's having fun hunting. Good girl. And that's what you want, to make it fun for your hunting dogs. They gotta love it. She'll look forward to doing this again. I wouldn't be surprised there's something in there. There is salmon, there's trout, there's smallmouth and bigmouth bass in this river. There's river otters, nutria, sometimes beaver. All kinds of wildlife down here. I'm seeing tons of deer tracks. Good girl. Good girl. So positive reinforcement is always good. Let's see what's up here. Get her on some high ground. See if we can flesh something out up here. You try to stay on game trails, otherwise you could get stuck in the thicket up here. This looks like a game trail. See, this is what you want to avoid, getting stuck in these blackberries. You never get out. So try to stay along the river as much as possible, but give her a little more training. I have been attacked by cranes before. Cranes nest up here and they're like dinosaurs. They'll swoop on you. I don't see anything up here. This time of year, you gotta be wary about deer hunters. Because they're deer hunting down, they're shooting down here. And sometimes some hunters think anything that moves is a deer. Good girl, hunt, hunt, good girl. I just keep reinforcing it. Good girl. I think this would be a good spot at night. Just come, me and her sit here, and this is a lot of game trail. See what game come walk around the river and turn her loose. Well, she's looking now. That's what I want. See this hopping? When they're hopping, they'll flush out game. When she knows how to hop through the bush, she'll flush them out. That's exactly what I want her to do. Because a lot of them, they'll sit there and hide until they pounce. But she's looking for something. I'm out here like a primitive man, my dog and knife, ready to take on all takers, mano y mano. anytime I'm hunting with 2 bulldogs and a good knife, I feel very confident that we could handle just about anything we run into. Because I know my dogs will scratch to their death, and so will I, trying to protect them. Here's some deer tracks deep. What I'm really looking for is like mountain lion tracks. So the river will be coming up. Now the winter's hitting. The river comes all the way up here. Right now it's just starting to rise, but it'll come up another 20 feet by midwinter. So you only get a little time to hunt before the river gets too high. It starts moving too fast and it'll sweep your dogs away, or it'll sweep you away if you fall in. A lot of deer track. What is it? Oh. This river's been here, shoot, thousands of years. The old native tribes, they used to camp along this river and hunt. Matter of fact, across the river, that area was the last Native American war that they had in this area, the tribes. And at the museum, they actually have the wooden door from that cabin with the arrows in it still from when the natives attacked the settlers. They've also found mastodon bones in this river. Crazy, huh? Mastodon or mammoth, one of the two. They found bones, and they're at the museum too. So you never know. A lot of history here. So my family now is calling me Chief Two Wolves. That's the name they gave me. I'm like, what? What does Chief Two Wolves mean? Oh, we do got a full moon. God, I wish she had more training. You always want to hunt under a full moon. You got some light down here. Good girl, hunt, baby. Hunt, baby. So yeah, Chief Two Wolves is what they call me. And I was asking, what does that mean? So the story I read, every man has 2 wolves in him, a good wolf and a bad wolf. And the one that you feed is the one that dominates your personality. But then they told me that's not what it means to them. They said 2 wolves means you're both physically strong and powerful and spiritually strong and powerful. You carry 2 wolves in you. So I got different interpretations. I'm not sure which one they mean. So this is my life I really do hunt my dogs, contrary to popular belief. I have a fur bearer's license. I train my dogs to hunt. We try to come down here, hunt during hunting season. And I enjoy it. Have a lot of fun. But hunting is not that easy. So this is one of the few rivers that floats north. So this is rivers floating north right now, if you can see it. Good girl, huh? I'm sure all the prey could hear us a mile away. We're not very quiet out here. See that bird? You hear it? That's a warning bird. He's warning everybody that we're here. They're little blackbirds that nest along the river, and they sound an alarm. Sometimes you'll see geese. Geese actually lay their eggs out in the open, but I think they all flew south for the winter already. But I've been out here during the summer, and geese had nests just right here in the rocks. Good girl, huh? So I love hunting with my dogs. Miss Bingo, you know, she's showing a lot of good traits. I'm working with her in the last year. Working with, what happened? How come I lost my signal? Can't see. Oh, there we go. Got it back. Sorry about that. I must hit the wrong button. So we're out here. But when you're out here at night, mountain lion will hide in the trees and they pounce on you. So not only do you got to watch where you're stepping, you also got to be watching what's above you. But I don't think they'll mess with a human unless they're injured or starving, because they're after the deer that come down here. But in this hill back here, I have seen mountain lion. Up in the hill, that's a cattle ranch. So I just wanted to share with everybody my first time taking OG Loco's Miss Bingo out on her first hunting trip. I'm gonna start getting my young dogs out here more and more this winter, getting them exposed to the terrain and to hunting. But she has a great call back, which is important. You don't want to be chasing your dog for miles. A little trick I learned is if you're out, I've been out hunting with some guys before, and their dogs didn't come back. We couldn't find them. So we went back to the parking spot, and he laid out his coat right where he dropped the dogs when we started hunting. And He said, I'll just come back in the morning and my dog will be sleeping on my jacket. And sure enough, he went back in the morning. The dog was sleeping on his jacket because the dogs will go back to their familiar scent, especially if you have a really good relationship with them and you're bonded. Um, so when you got dogs like Bingo, all my dogs actually are very attached. If for some reason we got separated and I couldn't find them at night, I would just leave a jacket and hopefully they'd be there in the morning. Sometimes you can see fish in here. Good girl, Bingo. Good girl. So I think for me, to train her more is just be stationary and let her roam and come back. Roam and come back. So she's not following me. This is what I want her to do. I want her to explore and try to flesh out. The great thing about my dogs is I have cats that live under my house. So when they get loose, they go under the house trying to find cats. So they do know how to hunt. They're just not familiar with raccoon or nutria yet. I'm sure if they see one, they'll catch it. But that's what I want her to do, exactly what she's doing right now. I like to get her in the water. She needs to go in the water on her own. Old family red-nosed dogs are very intelligent. I think that's why they make excellent hunting dogs. They're thinkers. They figure it out. Once they know what you want from them, they figure it out. It was funny walking her down here. I had to walk along the highway to get down here. She was trying to hit the cars driving by. I'll see if, when I'm walking home if I could film that. But it was crazy. She was trying to hit all the cars driving by. So definitely could not hunt her along a highway or roadway. But she'd go after the cars. Good girl. It's my good Bingo. Full moon. The alarm's going off again. See, that sucks about those birds because they let everybody know. Don't come out. There's somebody down here looking for you. So I've been down here before, and I found some illegal grows. They grow them in the middle of the blackberry because they're hard to find. But I've walked in. The dogs have gone through the blackberry, and you'll find them. I doubt this late in the year, but during harvest, you do find them down here once in a while. But this is public land, so nobody could claim it's theirs. It's on public land, so it's where it is what it is. Another reason I carry a knife. You never know who you're going to run into down here. So here's just my little hunting experience. It's always a good workout for me and the dogs, probably more for me. You gotta be in hiking shape because you're up and down a lot of hills and rocky terrain. We call this God's country. When you're in God's country, this is volcanic rock right here. Probably a million years old. I don't know. Very old volcanic rock. Well, that's my adventure, everybody. I just wanted to share OG Locos, Dirt Roads Miss Bingo's first time out hunting. I think she did a good job for her first time. It's getting the hang of it, and she'll just get better. She at least sees the birds. So her prey drives in. Anything moving, she's on it. Maybe we'll see Bigfoot down here. Roll a joint with him. Smoke out Bigfoot. You know Bigfoot be smoking that fucking chronic shit, that natural shit, that wild stuff. So we come up to high ground. So I think next time I come, I'm gonna bring Gingerbread. She was on hunt today, pretty good. She loves to hunt. She's more terrier, so she's taking more after the terrier. Very small, gamey dog, very hot, obsessive. She'd be running through everything, looking for something. That's the other thing, we gotta watch out for stray dogs. You run into a stray dog, you're out of luck down here. This is survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive down here. Nobody gonna call the police, and nobody gonna call you an ambulance. You'll have to crawl out. Assuming you can crawl out. A little story, I'll wrap this up before I head back. So, a few years back, we were floating the river. Not this part, but a different part. And we were middle of nowhere. It was just a segment of the river. It was wild on both sides. And my father was with me, my 80-year-old father. And he ends up getting a diabetic crash. And he's crashing bad. And we have no cell signal. And there's no homes around. So finally we were able to get a cell signal. He's shaking real bad. And when we're talking to the ambulance people, they're like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I don't know." It's like, I don't know where I'm at. They go, "Do you have any monuments?" And I said, "Oh, there's a statue. I can see a statue or something." She's gonna roll. And so anyway, they were able to get a chainsaw and cut through bushes and found us. That's the reality of hunting in rural areas. I love hunting with our dogs, and looks like Bingo's gonna be a fun one. Good girl. Good girl, yeah. That's my girl. Now I have to hook her up because we gotta walk by some dogs on the way back. I guess I'll film until we get back to the road, because you'll see what we run into. Come on, girl. Good girl, yes. Yes, she did her job. And that's what a hunting dog does, is they learn their job. She did her job. So this is all the brush on the way down to the river. And I have to go through a forest to get out to the roadway. So I try to bring most of my dogs down here. All the young ones, especially when they're training. The older ones, they've already done their time. But I bring them down once in a while. But it's the young ones I spend most of the time with. I think would be cool. I got the 3 pups right now. They're about 3 months old. It'd be cool if I brought them down here, to them loose. Maybe. See if they would even hunt. So we start coming back to a little bit of civilization. There was a dog that was hitting the fence earlier. I think Bingo's gonna be fired up for it. I think when you're hunting with a game bulldog, you're not really worried about anything else hurting your dog or you. You're actually worried that your dog's gonna do to anything that attacks you. So you don't want to get your dog in a situation unnecessarily, because it'd be the pit bull's fault, because it always is the pit bull's fault. Good girl. Good girl. Picked up a scent. There's probably deer in here. We have piebald deer. One of the rare, it's a rare gene. And they live in this forest. You see the babies a couple times every couple of years. But to be honest with you, I've never seen an adult piebald. I don't know if they die out, but I always see piebald babies. So it's a rare gene in the white-tailed deer population, and it's in the deer population here. But hunting this forest at night, it gets a little creepy in there because it's really dark and you can't really see. You don't know what's around the corner. I'd probably be like, at least I believe I would be like Magua from Last of the Mohicans. Just pull out my knife and accept my fate. Death before dishonor. Oh, so the dog didn't come out. Cool. So here, we'll get her on the highway. You see, she hunts cars, that's for sure. Someone leaving apples out for the deer here. They say, don't feed the wildlife, or at least people feed the wildlife. I couldn't believe how many skeletons I saw just walking up here on the side of the road. There was just a bunch of roadkill. I don't know what they were, raccoon, possum, cats, nutria. Seem to find everything that gets hit on this highway. Let's see, she sees this car coming. You see this car coming? Come on. There she goes. See, she hunts cars. Look at her go. Look. Oh, I don't know where she got that from, but that's what she was doing the whole time walking here. She was hunting cars. I don't know if she thinks she's going to catch a car. I need her to be like that with fur animals. So hopefully we can run into some fur animals and get her natural prey drive kicked in, because it's kicked in definitely on cars. So I was seeing all these dead animals on the walk up here. Here she goes. Watch, she's gonna hunt this car. I gotta stop. She's hunting. She's hunting. She's hunting. Oh, I got a dog that hunts cars. Let's see. So here's some skeletons right here. I don't know what that is. There comes another one. Gotta stop. There's a skeleton right there. Could be a cat, could be a raccoon. It's a hell of a walk getting her down here because of these cars. Here comes another one. I gotta be ready. Good. Here's another skeleton. I don't know what this is. That has a jaw with fangs. That might be raccoon. It looks like raccoon. It's like a race back to my house. Well, now she's hunting cars. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Stand back a little bit. What? This is what I want her on fur animals, the way she's hunting cars. Hunt! Hunt! Good girl. Hunt! 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 Right. At least you'll know what I mean when I say hunt. Good girl. There was I think a dead possum up here earlier. Good girl. She's hunting now. Hunting cars, though. There we go again. Gotta stop. Hunt. 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 Good girl. That's what I want her to do on animals, though. Comes another one. Damn. Hold on. Gotta stop. Hunt. 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 Good girl. I guess if there was a bounty on cars, I'd be catching a lot of cars. Good girl. Here's another skull. I don't know what that is. Could be a cat or it could be a raccoon or possum. Looks more like maybe a possum. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Good girl. Hunt. Well, anyway, I didn't see the possum. Did we pass it? Now she knows she's home. You hear your family? I think the possum's up here. Good girl. So I like to always let them smell roadkill. So there you go. That's a dead possum. Got hit like last week. Smell it, girl? You smell it? Anyway, everybody, we'll do this again on a full moon. Just wanted to show you OG Locos, Dirt Roads Miss Bingo, my 50-50 red boy, whole family red dog. She's coming along. I'm out.